Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Brad Mower.
And this is IFXtra. So, how is everyone this week? Are you okay? Have you had a good week? What have you been up to? I haven't been at work, but I have been decorating the front room, which is a lot of work. I think decoration is 70% preparation and 30% actual fun painting.
Yeah. And then sorting everything out afterwards as well.
Yeah. That's the after preparation. No, that's not pre though, is it? I don't know how you say that.
I mean, it's a bit like IT projects where the first 90% takes... What? How does that work? The first 90% of the project...
Takes what? How much of the time?
Yeah.
10% of the time.
That doesn't feel right. The first 90% of the project takes 90% of the time that you've allocated, and then the last 10% takes 90% of the time that you've allocated.
But you didn't allocate.
Yeah. Something along those lines.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, what have you been up to this very week?
Well, with an IT project, just
many projects on the go.
Smashing through stuff, client stuff, interference stuff, cleaning up the office stuff. I mean, you're saying that like you haven't commented on it.
Nothing.
I've put your drawers in.
Yeah, I saw my drawers.
You know, yeah. So yeah.
Very cool.
I've been cleaning the office while you've been painting.
Awesome. Cool.
And then I realised that my battery for the portable Hoover's downstairs with you, so I haven't managed to run that. Anyway, I digress. But yes, been getting lots of stuff done.
Cool.
Storming along.
Wonderful. Okay, now it's time to go and see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Zimvivi for early part century airplane pilot. I just love the old-fashioned vibe of this black and white and grey tones picture. I like him in his shades and his little aviator's hat. That's really good. Well done, Zimvivi.
My favourite description this week was "Snake is bouncer for an elite party. You are not invited," by TeamIFX. This is one of those descriptions where just adding an extra word kind of gives intrigue. If it was just "Snake is bouncer for a party, you're not invited," meh, I can take it or leave it. But knowing that it's an elite party, well, now I'm wondering what's going on in there, and I've got big time FOMO. Nice work, TeamIFX.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Mr. Smoke for Otter has a tiny umbrella. That's so cute. I just love his little face, and that umbrella's beautifully drawn. Well done, Mr. Smoke. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there as always.
Now we're going to see what we were talking about together in the forums last week. So I said, what kind of music did your parents listen to when you were growing up, and did you like it or not? My dad used to listen to real traditional Dixie kind of land jazz with
Memphis Jug Band.
Yeah, and then people were Jelly Roll Morton and all people like that, which I wasn't really into. But my mum loved the Everly Brothers. They had lovely harmony, so I didn't mind that too much.
Your dad did lend me a Memphis Jug Band CD, and it was quite good actually. I remember there was one that was like Memphis Jug Band are on the road again, which was quite catchy. I'm sure there was something about making a pie and sticking it on the windowsill or something.
Yeah. Did it get stolen?
I think that might have been cool. And I'm saying this out loud, and now I'm thinking maybe I'm thinking of a Tom and Jerry cartoon or something.
It's that kind of thing.
I was quite into it.
Cool. Yeah. MCSC said the Carpenters' Christmas album was a seasonal staple for my mom. For my stepmother, it was the Nutcracker Suite. I don't mind when my head's full of those at year's end. The rest of the year it was Barbra Streisand and Billy Joel. The former didn't appeal, but the latter became my musical idol before I acquired more aggressive tastes.
Billy Joel always reminds me of...
He was great, wasn't he?
It reminds me of when I finished uni and my housemate had a car and lived sort of near where my home was. And said he'd give me a lift back. And we drove through the streets of Liverpool with the windows down. It was like a really nice summery day, windows down, Billy Joel blasting out,
Was it
and we're all
Uptown
like,
Girl?
in the middle of the night.
Oh, is that one? Was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Yeah.
Fennec Fox says, my mum likes Spanish singers like Sabina or Serrat and Catalan music that was forbidden when she was a kid due to Franco dictatorship.
Oh.
My dad loved British and American classics like the Beatles, Bob Dylan, Bruce Springsteen, Janis Joplin, and so on. But he also had a lot of vinyls of classic music, Chopin, Beethoven, Mozart, etc. And I really like all of them.
Oh, that's really cool, isn't it? Yeah.
That is a really wide variety of music to be exposed to.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Look, Canuck said, my dad liked classic country music. Most of that I'm not really into, but I appreciate some bluegrass or Dolly Parton now and again. Well, everyone loves Dolly Parton, don't they, really? My mum liked early rock from Buddy Holly to CCR, and I still love that music, along with many stars of rock in all the decades since. Sometimes I've wondered how much smarter I'd be if there went over 7 decades of music taking up room in my brain. Ha ha. I don't know, music helps you relax, helps you study, helps you concentrate, can do a lot for you. And it's quite educational, I think.
Well, this is true. This is true.
Through music, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, well, you say that. I remember when I got a question wrong on Zeitgeist because I believed Weeble's song about lions and tigers were in Africa, and they weren't. I do suspect that some of his collective nouns might not be true as well.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah, okay.
Excellent. So, yeah, there's plenty more to read on the forum site. And now we're going to see what we'll be talking about next week in those forums. What are 2 of your favourite snacks? I love a bit of chocolate, especially when watching telly in the evening. I try to balance that out by snacking on nuts and fruits on other nights. How about you?
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list. Okay, now don't forget tomorrow night is Zeitgeist night. That means the quiz with 5 rounds of 5 different topics. Yep, every Sunday night we're on Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week, live interactive quiz stream where you play along against the rest of the audience, competing for points and places on the leaderboard. Bunnery picks 5 interference drawings that catch her eye and then uses them as inspiration for the rounds. So, you know, we might have a drawing of some seagulls, we might have seabirds, seaside resorts, things with wings, things that steal your chips, things that need to be replaced with a new example, I guess, at some point.
I like the seagull.
Okay, well, we'll stick with that then. We don't know until the night, I say we, because I don't know anything either. We don't know until the night what the pictures and hence what the topic is going to be. But would you like to tease us with the names of the featured artists? Okay, this week we have got Cozy Critter, we've got Rocket Skyon, Axie Starwood, Journey, and Sin. It's a sin. I see. Yeah. It just you saying that as sort of a mental ache. I've just realised what Cozy Critter's name always reminds me of. What? That what was it called? Critter Crunch or something? Oh, that I used to play on the PS3. Oh my goodness, yeah. I love that game. It was great. We should have another go at that. Yeah, I loved it. I digress. So we've got 5 of their drawings, but we don't know what it's all going to be about until tomorrow. So you'll have to join us tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK. Exactly. No one's changed yet. Wait. What? Do we change tomorrow? No one said so. Is it the last weekend? I think it's the last weekend. October. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. We'll just check. Live checking. Yeah. UK DST end 2024 October the 27th. Right. Okay. Oh, now I've got to do maths. Right. Don't bother. Just say what. Look at the. So we always do it at 7 p.m. UK, but on Sunday morning our clocks are going back. Fall back. So if you're in the UK, it's still at 7 because we just go off what our clock says here. If you're in an area that does your daylight savings time after us, if our clocks go back, then we will appear to be an hour later for you. So be early. That's fine. We'll still get you. Yeah. Better than missing it when you're late. Anyway, gist is, easy ways to deal with this. If you look at the front page of Interference, there's a link on there, and that will have the correct time on. If you're on Discord, Ava posts events for each of the quizzes on there, and they automatically translate into your local time zone. And if you follow twitch.tv/interference, follow bell icon, all that kind of stuff. You'll get a notification from Twitch when we go live.
Yeah.
So that's the easiest way of dealing with it.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hopefully we will see you on Sunday.
Yeah, right. Now, I've thrown myself off here, so...
That was this week.
So, yeah, that's what happened.
That's what's going to happen tomorrow.
That's what's happening
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Tomorrow. What happened last week?
Well, last week, Darth won.
Oh.
With 212. Goose was second with 204, and Toastmaster and Ceiling Bunks were third, 202. So yeah, very good scores for them there.
Yeah, now that all sort of moved around in the last round, didn't it?
Didn't it? Yeah.
Because Darth was behind,
Yeah.
but the others dropped one question. And yeah, Goose had got that. Goose would have been in first place. So yeah.
It's all ups and downs.
Toastmaster would have been tied for second. Well, Toastmaster and Ceiling Bunks would have been tied second.
Cool.
But yes, exciting at the last minute there.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to join us for the next episode of that will be tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK, whatever that means in your time zone.
Yeah. Just
yes.
Google it if you should.
Yeah. Just what time is 7 p.m. UK in my time zone, and it'll probably work it out.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, that's all the news for now. Just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved. You can play on the web at playinterference.com or search for Interference in the App Store on your device and download the app. You can also join the chat with us over on Discord, playinterference.com/Discord, where we got all kinds of discussion about learning things, eating things, cat things, all of the important stuff. People posting really nice scenery photos on the way to work. Cool. That's cool. And we have a stream chat channel on there. Like I say, Ava posts details of when the quiz streams are with magical timestamps that show whatever time it should be for you. Cool. It makes life easier.
Yeah.
Also, we're on Patreon at patreon.com/interference. If you want to give us a bit of monthly support, building a new version of the website, and we're going to do some new apps. We want to do a big zeitgeist update. I want to add in all kinds of interesting new features to Interference as well. It's got loads of stuff planned. And the more sort of patron support we get, the less we have to do outside work, and that just eats up our time. You know how it is.
Okay.
Is that it?
I
think that's it. Oh, yeah, sorry. Patrons become supporters on Interference, so you get access to some extra game modes and things like that. And you also get a custom entrance shout out from Ava if you're a quiz player.
That's the best bit. Okay, we'll see you again next Saturday.
Okay, have a great week. We'll see you next Saturday.
Bye for now.
Bye.